James, hey! By the way, Wait a minute. Is my microphone working? Yay, hopefully. I've replaced finally my noise cancellation plugin. I really hope that you can hear me well. The thing I wanted to use for a long time, to try at least. I don't know if it will work, if the volume is correct, like the wave's clarity. So yeah, right now it's working. Hopefully it will help me to deal with my noise. But yeah, anyway, right now my fume extraction is not working because I'm moving the fan to my attic. Today it was working there, hopefully for the next stream. A little weird sound. Okay, yeah, I'll check after the stream, but yeah, probably right now I won't move the old plugin back. I want to try it with this one. Maybe I'll adjust some settings, you know, some equalizer and everything. But should be okay, hopefully. Good. So, Pico, hey, good to see you. Good to see everyone. As usual, let's start with some unboxing. Hey, what's up? But yeah, today I have this 2070, I think, was the board model for potential repair. I don't know. Let's see. Oof, my mat is a little bit dirty. I wanted to start with a little unboxing, as usual. This flux, I think that someone in my Discord said to try this thing. Because if you remember, I use the oh, I'm running out of wipes. Okay, I use aluminum acid for aluminum soldering aluminum in case of some liquid damage, some, I don't know, oxidated stuff, to, you know, deal with some nasty and stubborn connections. But acid is acid. It's not something very, you know, good thing to use on your PCB anyway. So yeah, I wanted to try this thingy, Relife F22A, if it's any good. I have a nice board which I was experimenting with on. I was using my cleaning solution for ultrasonic with this board, like different, you know, bit different duration, different amount. So yeah, it's kinda oxidized everywhere, almost like it was liquid damaged. So let's see, let's try this flux on these connections, and hopefully, oh yeah, by the way, I have also experimented a little bit with my soldering station, kind of station. Let me show you. It's just first try with that new lens. I still want to find some, oh, GA, yep. Ooh. Some nice zoom up. Yeah, the board itself is dusty, of course, but I hope some cool stuff is coming. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Let's see if I'll use it during this stream or not. Cool. I'll turn off the camera for now. GPU Kiki, BTech YouTuber. Bro, which gloves are best for SMD rework? I was trying the nitrile gloves before, but I don't know. I don't like the feeling working in nitrile gloves. So yeah, these cloth gloves are really cool because they are air transparent kinda. You won't get your hands sweaty while you work, and they have these fingertips covered with some rubber. I don't know, something like that. So you're kind of protected. Yeah, I really like these gloves. Mechanic AS02. So yeah, feel free. Okay, so let's check how the board looks like under the microscope. as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I've replaced my noise cancellation plugin. So yeah, it seems something is not okay. Where was it? Give me a second. I know what the setting is. Probably. I'll try to quickly fix it, because one channel, of course, is not good. Settings. What? Oh, yeah, I see it. Should be better. Let's try. Is it stereo now? Hopefully. No signal. Yeah. Some feedback. Ooh, much better. Cool. Thank you for letting me know, because yeah, that's the first time I try this plugin for noise cancellation, noise filtering, and everything. So I'm not sure I did everything correct. Hopefully I did. The words. Yeah. Got it, guys. Got it. Still the same. What? Wait. No, still the same. Oh, wait. What? Damn. Okay, probably I'll just jump back to the previous one. Hey, TFN, and sorry again, because okay. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Are we stereo? Oh yeah, I see by the indicator that we are stereo. Oof. Okay, I just jump back to the previous Elgato plugin, because yeah, something still needs the adjustment with this new plugin, Waves Clarity. Should be a good one, but yeah. Yeah, new stream, new start, kind of. Yeah, sorry guys. I hope it will be the last problem for today. Oof. Shame on me. Again, so yeah, as you can see, this board has kind of liquid damaged. I was testing, as I mentioned, the cleaning solution for ultrasonic with different duration, different amounts and everything. So yeah, it's oxidized everywhere, and it's actually not taking the solder, even with fluxes, with everything. Usually, what I use in these cases, in cases of liquid damage, is this flux for aluminum. Not a flux, but more of an acid for aluminum. Soldering, well, called flux, but it's kind of acid. Oh, I need my soldering iron. Let me show you how it usually works with oxidized points. And yeah, I wanted to try this new thingy, Relife Metal Special Flux, suitable for stainless steel, battery, nickel sheet copper, iron, and other metal welding. Oxidation, point, repair, etc. So yeah, if it will be any good, like something like this acid, then it's cool, because acid, yeah, it's kind of not cool to use. That's the last mile thing, you know. So we get our soldering iron. Maybe I'll swap the cartridge for non-GBC, because I don't feel comfortable using with genuine cartridges with acid. I don't want to kill them, you know, with all kind of shit. So I'll just use the smaller knife. Let it be 385. Okay, so let me show you how it usually works with without well, with usual flux. Russ, hey, good to see you. Chill and relax, Mr. Mick, hey, what's up? So, where are my fluxes? Oh yeah, by the way, I've got a new shelf near my workbench, so I have everything. Like I have more space on the top of my workbench. All the tools went to the shelf, so that's good. More and more space on my workbench. Finally. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try some resistor with the ordinary flux. It probably won't even take anything just because of oxidation. Then I'll try using the acid. Oof, rosin. I don't know. Let's just try any. You see, I'm trying to apply solder. I'm trying to tin it, but it kinda takes it. But yeah, in some cases, it just won't take any. Yeah, you see, even with a flux, very hard to tin because of oxidation. Well, let's try the acid now, which I usually use in these cases. I'll take just a tiny little bit of acid on my tweezers. I'll put a a drop somewhere. Here maybe. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure how much do I need for a consistent result. Let's see. So yeah, you see with acid, it's kind of instantly takes all the solder. No problems at all. And now I want to try this new thingy, new flux from real life. Let's first of all, let's see the tube, syringe. Okay, have a usual common medical plunger. Well, it still won't hold inside. Damn, I was hoping that this rubber thing will hold it inside, because with these plungers, a mechanic, for example, just won't hold in there. There's a different size. The size is smaller than the syringe, so yeah, it will just fall out. With these with previous versions, by the way, I really like these previous versions of mechanic plungers. You can just push forcefully this ring into the syringe, and it will hold really good there. But with these newer versions, they have this wider part, which won't allow you to push it into the tube. Okay, well, let's try this one. Hopefully, it will be good enough, at least. Good enough. Oh, small needle, interesting. It's like a galish thingy. Okay. Let's add it with the PCB. Let's see if it is any good. I don't know, wherever. Maybe on this one. Yeah, like gal. Let's grab some more solder. Oof! Actually, it's really good. It's the same thing as that flux for aluminum acid. You see, like instantly. Ooh, that's cool. And it looks kind of the same, by the way. You've seen it was kind of boiling when I touched it. It's the same with that acid. But yeah, it works really well. Let's try to clean with a flux cleaner and G chemicals, which I really like. Is it easy to clean? It seems to be pretty easy to clean. And by the way, here you can see the original flux. Yeah, that's a rosin. I cannot even clean it that easy. Acid. Acid is kinda not that hard to clean. But yeah, the flux works really well. I'm kinda surprised. The flux works really well. These are the leftovers from the acid. I see that flux cleaner wasn't very good with it. Let's try IPA, by the way. Well, whatever. But yeah, it's easy to clean. This flux works really well on these oxidations, these oxidized places. It's easy to clean. So yeah, it seems I found a replacement for this acid. I'm not sure about the how active this thing is, but at least it works. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description after the stream. But Relife F22A. Yeah, good thing it seems. I don't know. Cool stuff. So yeah, let's jump to some repairs. Let's try to fix the 2070 board. I don't know what's wrong with it. I just was told that it's not working. Yeah, it's a client board, not mine. Good. Oh, I see it's coming out of syringe. Oops. So this plunger is kind of leaky. Some leftovers here on the rubber part. Take it into account. Okay, anyway. The board. RTX 2070, I believe. And it's not working. Let's disassemble it. Let's see what's inside. First of all, because when I do not have any history, I prefer to disassemble first to see what's inside, what are, all the resistances, all the measurements. When I know that the board was tested more or less before, then yeah, I usually jump straight to the bench power supply. But for now, let's start with measurements. Oof, gigabyte pads. I hate gigabyte pads. Very thin, very soft. Usually impossible to replace with some more or less good pads. Thermal putty is a way to go. Okay, so it was repasted. Oof. Interesting. You see, it probably was mining for a long time, or I don't know. All these things near the memory chips tell us that, yeah, the temperature there was pretty high. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I wanted to also take off these pads, all of them. We won't need them most probably. I'll use the thermal putty as usual. But still, let's try to remove them carefully enough. If it's even possible, please. Oh yeah, still. Good. Okay. Take it away. Mechanic make 2. The P08 and P09 also made mistake. The P09 doesn't fit correctly. What are you talking about, guys? It's a Rust question or? Okay, let me clean off the thermal paste. Yeah, these 20 series, really big chips, the big dies. Yeah, the state of this thermal paste is meh. Cool. Okay. Let's check the resistances. Let's start with usual measurements. Do we have any shorts on main input rails? Like 12 volts, kiloohms, kiloohms, no shorts, cool. Like this is the input choke as well, okay. 12 volts on PCI Express is okay, no shorts, and 3.3, oh, this one, 3.3 volts is okay, no shorts. Cool, so no shorts or on main rails. Is it liquid damage? We should jump under the microscope to check this. Or just dust. Okay, anyway, let's check other rails. What's there? Kiloohms, no shorts. No shorts. I suppose all of these are the input rails. 12 volts, okay. Kiloohms, no shorts. 10 ohms, probably PCI Express. It's kind of okay. Give me a second. Sci-Henge. What's wrong? Oh, okay. Let's see other message. Cool. So, on the core, 0.4, 0.3, probes, 0.1, 0, kind of. Yeah, 0. So yeah, 0.3 is pretty much okay. Yeah, 0.4, 0.3. Memory, 25 ohms. I don't see any shorts, so potentially we are good. Let's see what's the current draw for this thingy. Yep. What's this? Yep. Power supply. Black is black. Red is red. Unexpected. Cool. Let's see. What's the current draw? 1.2 amps. So I expect to have probably all the voltages in place. Maybe just a memory VGA issue. Let's see. So what we have on oops, fell off. What I have on the core, 0.8 volts on the core, on the memory, 1.3, 0.4 almost, whatever. So okay, voltages are there. Yeah, I didn't check the other voltages, but considering the current draw, I hope all the other voltages are there. Let's jump to the test bench. Let's see if it's detected, if it runs some memory tests. Where's my riser? Yep, here it is. Good. I have more space on my workbench, but I struggle to find place for my keyboard. Okay, so cables, 12 volts. Yeah, I should reach up more. That looks terrible. Scorched to death. Yeah, like this rainbow, you know, colored. signs of overheating. Yeah, pretty dirty. Obviously, it was mining. Okay, so is it connected? It's connected. Okay. Oh yeah, of course we need some heatsink. What should I put under the board? I don't know. Yay! Hopefully. Beast. Pulls out. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry guys, multimeter sunlight over. Yeah, thank you for critics actually, Psyhinge, because I'm not always looking into my OBS, how the picture looks like. I should do it more often. Yeah, but yeah. Trust me, all the voltages were in place. All the measurements as well. Yeah, shame on me. Okay, anyway, let's start the test bench. Let's see if we have it's sliding. Stop sliding. Ah, damn it. It's a different height because of backplate. I want to make some, I don't know, some holder for PCB with all these wires, and probably that's the next thing. Well, like all the wiring is the next thing for me to do after I finish with fume extraction. Okay, whatever. I hope it will work. Let's try. Let's power it on. First of all, let's check if we have the correct GPU selected in BIOS. Stop sliding. Okay. BIOS. Today is full moon. Oh, actually, really? That makes sense then. Okay. So, onboard graphics. Now, let's connect the board back. Test bench. Turn off, please. Yep, turned off. Plugging it back. Okay, let's see. If it's detected, if it runs some memory tests, PC user, hey, how much you charge for a GPU repair for a card like that? It depends. Like it depends on the issue. Like I don't have a flat rate for now. I don't know how will it be in future, but for now I do not have a flat rate. It depends on specific issue. Or some issues maybe I don't know, like 40 euros. If one resistor is dead, for example, somewhere and easy to find, some issues maybe I don't know 100, 150 more. And of course, it depends on the specific board. Like I want to fix, of course, 4090 for the same price as I don't know 1080 Ti. Like even the same kind of issue will cost you differently, just because you know risks and everything. It depends on the card value. Okay, let's see if it's detected. Yeah, it's detected at least. Cool. I'm glad to see it. Let's go to NVIDIA Diagnostics 2070, whatever. F, for example. Not. Now let's initialize the card. What? Okay. Maths. I like the custom BIOS logo. Thank you, James. No. Well, again, it depends on case. So I prefer to make some diagnostics first, and then I give an answer on how much will it cost, and if you agree, then yeah. So prices is something, you know, something that may differ. Okay, so let's see the report. What's inside the report? We have some errors for memory tests. Yeah, we see that channel C1, chip C1 on C channel is obviously not feeling well. Maybe just a BGA issue. We could try reballing it first. If it won't help, then we should probably replace it. Okay, hopefully an easy fix. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Sometimes we may have some trace damage or PCB damage, if you remember that 3060 Ti board with inner layer damage, where we repaired the connection between the memory chip and the core, but still we didn't got any errors from that, but Windows wasn't able to use all the frequencies and everything. So we had to disable one memory channel. C1, A1, A0, B1, B0, C1. This is our potentially dead chip, or at least unknown state. Reason why is in the town I'm at a repair shop is charging me $400 for 4090 repair. It depends, like 4090, for example, with some memory issues, I don't know, with some reball, it may cost somewhere like that. Like, yeah, that's just because of the GPU itself, because of the price. They are like 1.5 grand to 2 grand. So yeah, pretty expensive board, and yeah, sometimes depending on your location, depending on availability of repair shops, it might cost a lot. I agree. Maybe the case. I mean, yeah. Okay, so let's remove the chip. Let's try to reball it first. And if it won't help, what are these? Samsung. You can see the, okay. HC14. That's good. It's good. I think I have them laying around somewhere. How long USB cable can you use from computer to PCI Express riser card? I know that when the mining was still there, they used to use pretty long cables sometimes, like even meters could work. So yeah, I know that PCI Express extenders, like these white cables, they also are available like meter or something like that. So probably it more depends on the shielding. If you have a good enough shielding for all the wires, then yeah, it may be pretty long. Maybe pretty long. I wanted to clean the back side because of all of the dust and everything, but yeah, let's probably just jump into reball. I want to quickly check everything around the memory chip to make sure that no resistors damaged or anything like that. Let's quickly check if everything is in place. Everything looks to be okay. No obvious trace damage. What's there? Between the chips, probably just the yep, some leftovers from thermal pad. Yep, looks good. On the other side, let's see what's there. So C1 somewhere like this, somewhere like here. Also no obvious damage. Looks more or less okay. yeah, okay, let's try rebuilding the memory chip and we'll go from there. You don't worry. Hey, I have an Asus ROG Strix G15 Ryzen 9. Dedicated GPU shows error code 43. Code 43 just means that there is some problem initializing the graphics card. It may be because of, for example, bad memory, because on laptops you also have just the ordinary memory chips. So yeah, it might be the case. Maybe something is wrong with BGA soldering. Maybe something is wrong with memory chips. Maybe something wrong elsewhere with, I don't know, PCI Express connection, controller. So yeah, some diagnostics needed in your case is necessary, like to run some mats, some mods, see if the chip initializes properly, if it has some errors for memory, for example. So yeah, without seeing your laptop, it's not possible to tell what can be wrong. Like error 43 is just an error from Windows, which means I cannot initialize GPU, but the reason, the actual hardware reason, may be like anything. Okay, let's throw the board. Oh, the soldering station to the preheater. Is it turned on? Yep, let's turn it on. Yeah, by the way, let's try to align the focus on our macro lens. Will I be able to get a good, cool view? Let's try. So C1. Yeah, a lot to experiment with still. C1. This one. Okay. It's heating up. I should also put some good lighting there. Right now I just put some light ahead, but I have a few ideas how to make a good lighting for you guys to see everything good enough. For the love fixing laptops and the fix. No, thank you. James probably is the one to fix laptops. Not probably, but for sure. Yeah, you can see that light over there near the preheater. So yeah, cool stuff. It will take a few minutes probably to heat up. Maybe I'll bump the temperature up a little bit. I would like to watch laptop GPU repair. I don't like fixing laptop. I mean, even disassembling the laptop is for me, you know, it's kind of 100 screws of different size and shapes. Like, it already makes me sad. I don't like that thing, that stuff. I mean, yeah, of course, I can do some laptop repairs, and I did before, but yeah, there are things that you enjoy, there are things that you don't. I don't enjoy fixing, for example, smartphones, like these tablets, because yeah, it's a hell to disassemble them. It's kind of the same with laptops, just something I'm not really enjoying. So I would prefer to stick with GPUs for now. Let's see. Let's see. I have, by the way, probably a few laptops laying around to maybe take a look into. Maybe one day, I don't know. Haven't tried software fixes. I'll try these first. And if they don't get fixed, I'll take to repair shop. Yeah, probably start with DDU, if you know that software DDU, to uninstall all the drivers. But from my experience, usually it's very rare to fix error 43 just by cleaning the drivers. But yeah, probably I've heard some cases, some mentions. I want to rest rig under my bench and longer cables going up. I wonder if I can use 2 meters. 2 meters? Not sure, but definitely worth trying. I also was thinking to move my test bench somewhere under the deck to have some cables here to connect the GPUs and everything. Yeah, something to experiment with. At least, for example, with these USB cables, which are used in risers, I believe they are just ordinary. Where is it? Where's my riser? Damn, I don't know. I lost it already. Oh yeah, like I believe these cables are just simple USB-A version 3 cables. So yeah, potentially if you manage to find this kind of cable, you can try. But again, PCI Express 1 only, so not all the cases it can be used for. Do you prefer solder paste or solder balls during reball? I prefer balls because with paste you will never. Well, first of all, you will never able to get the same size balls of the same size. There will always be some kind of deviation. That's the first reason, and the other reason is I don't know. I feel more comfortable to work with balls. Historically, I was always using balls. It gives you the perfect results all the time. With pastes, it highly depends on your stencil, if it's good, if it's not, I don't know, bent or deformed. So a lot of ifs, a lot of conditions, especially when we talk about some bigger chips. I don't know, 4090, for example, it's a huge chip, and making a proper reball using paste, I don't know if it's even possible. Not sure. So yeah, balls, only balls. Blitz, hey, good to see you. What's up? Let's see, I think that the temperature on the board is somewhere, oh yeah, 147. It's pretty much enough to actually work with memory chips. By the way, I forgot to put a soldering iron here, another one for reballs, but anyway, first of all, let's remove the chip. I'll double check the temperature. Yep, 150. Perfect. As usual, 375 for removing the chip. Full flow. I'll cover the core and the caps to make sure that we won't get any popcorn here. Not yet. In a second. Oh. Down for you. Yep. Here it goes. Okay, now let me quickly grab the soldering iron. This one. And a cable. Yep, here's the cable. Cool. Everything is here. Let's quickly clean the board while it's still hot. Let's remove all the original solder. Some flux. Yeah, actually, it looks more or less good. Yeah, I still want to experiment with angles to find a better position, better angle, but for now, looks good. What do you think, guys? So, yeah, I cannot read the chat now because I'm away near the station. Give me a few minutes. I don't know. Damn it! I don't see any obviously gray pads for now. So hopefully the PCB is okay. I'll clean the flux leftovers, I'll reapply the flux, and I'll tin it with leaded solder. Yeah, I don't see any issues with PCB. No gray pads, no damaged pads, no trace damage. Mm-hmm. Yep, everything is in place. Cool. Everything is still in place. That's already good news already. So, what's the temperature? It seems it's still too hot. 140. Interesting. Okay, let's look it. The solder was still liquid in some places, despite the temperature is 150. Anyway, let's wick it. Like this. Yep, it's clean. Almost. Almost. Yep, it's clean. Cool, perfect. Okay, let's leave it be. Let's get to our memory chip. Where is it? Yep, here it is. Let me catch up with the chat. Oof, a lot of stuff. If liquid metal has leaked, then it's not. It's isn't worth it to repair. Well, yeah, with liquid metal, it's kind of tricky. You have to reball everything, because if some part of that liquid metal goes under the chip, you just won't be able to get it from there. So full reball, full visual inspection. Liquid metal over the board is definitely not good. Not something you want to see. So yeah, in most of the cases, it probably won't even worth repairing, depending, of course, on the price of your laptop. You know, the other GPU tech in the industry, like Northwest Repair or Northridge Guy. If we talk about the size, let's say, then probably Tony is the biggest one. Northridge Fix, Alex, not sure he actually specializes in GPUs, like he does everything, and from what I've heard, his GPU, let's say, skills are not the best ones, but yeah, of course he did some GPUs, but I won't be a source of truth here. Let's use this bigger cartridge. But yeah, Northwest Repair is probably the biggest one. I'm not sure I know anyone as close to his, volume. Well, this pad looks kinda gray. It might be the case because that's the data pin, data pad. What's the brand on this GPU? That's a Gigabyte. Gigabyte. My favorite Gigabyte. Like, quoted, of course. Well, Gigabyte gives me a lot of work, actually. So why not to give them some love, you know? Gigabyte gives me a lot of work. Turan, hey, what's up? Go down, Professor, hey, good to see you, good to see everyone. Thanks for popping in, folks. Cool Sandforter. Yeah, actually, I like that warm light that I have near my preheater, but still, I want to experiment with lighting there to have some better angles available. Oh, maybe it's not gray, actually. I think it was tinted properly. Anyway, let's try to reball it. Maybe it helps. Hopefully it helps. So I tinned it with lettuce solder. Now let's quickly wick it, reball it, and see if it works. I want to check the PCB under the microscope as well, just to be sure that no damage there. So, wick. Where is my wick? Damn, I have to still catch up with the chat. Andy, what's up? So again, you don't do stuff like curable to run. Do you mean the Northridge fix, Alex? I don't know. Probably he does, but I never actually seen that. Him doing some rebels. I'll be honest. I don't watch a lot of GP YouTubers right now, just because I don't have that capacity. A lot of work on my main job right now. A lot of stuff happening. So yeah, of course I watch our repair community, all the guys, all the streamers, but watching all the videos from all the creators is something impossible for me right now. BMC, hey, until when you'll be streaming? Probably until the midnight Latvia time, I mean. You want to play some scrap mechanic, BMC? Yep. Just for you to know, guys, we're currently playing scrap mechanic after they made a big update. Yeah, pretty cool game, especially for all the engineers like we are. So yeah, take a look. Worth it. Okay, so yeah, the chip is clean. The chip is clean, is ready to be reballed. Let's apply some old and expired flux. Yeah, I'm glad my Stream Deck is working without delays right now, because during my last, I don't know, 5-10 streams maybe, I had some issues with Stream Deck. It was lagging. I was pressing the buttons and it was waiting for, I don't know, 5 seconds to switch the scene. Where's my reball stuff? Here it is. Flux. I'm gonna grab the stencil. It's probably in IPA right now, but still, let me quickly apply the flux. I already have some coffee here. BMC so I can have a longer stream. Signage. you know, he'll just drive to your place and and say thank you. Okay, so let me grab the stencil for GDDR6. Scissors. Here it is. Yep, that's the correct one, I believe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Let me drink some coffee. Let me drink some coffee. And read the chat. Oof. Oh, yeah. I don't read the chat again. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Andy, for letting me know again. Yeah. Newbie streamer, you know. Rookie streamer. Rookie moments. RTX 2070. RAM, potentially. Hopefully. Gigabytes. Yep, that's good. That's better. That's better. I watch the videos. I love them, but I'm pretty sure he don't mess with rebolling stuff. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I know that in Tony's community, Tony's Discord, people usually like to joke over the Alex, over the Northridge fix. Like, he's the guy who uses Hammer to fix the GPUs. I don't know, actually, I don't know what's the history behind the joke, but yeah, I've seen that a lot of times. Alex is only a short fixer. Who knows? Yeah, as I mentioned, I don't watch a lot of non-streamers right now, fortunately, except for James, probably, right? Okay, so let's jump back to the microscope. Let's oh, give me a second. My daughter is calling. What's wrong? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my daughter was calling. Sorry. So okay, let's quickly throw the stencil. Oh, some dirt over there. Give me a sec. Let's remove these hairs. What is it? Something that shouldn't be there. Okay. Yep. Cool. Yep. Good enough. Point 45. Point 45. Here it is. Exactly. I know where it lives. See? Yeah. VMC. That's right. Let's clean the mess. Some extra balls. Ooh, damn. Okay, maybe it will work. Let's maybe fix it under the microscope. I don't want to apply new balls. Let's see. Maybe it's just good enough to give it a flow, and that's it. Yeah, probably can be fixed. One ball here, one ball here. Let's remove the extra ones. I'll just leave them be, whatever. Oh, the This one should be moved back. Yep, let's place it back. Cool, I think we're good and we're good to. Oh, a lot of extra balls here. 1, 2, 3. And a few more here. Okay, should be good. Should be good. Let's apply some heat. Let me just take a look at another angle. Yeah, good. Good. I'm happy with that. So 320, my hot air, 45% heat. I hope they won't run away because of the heat. Oof, maybe they will. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I usually use stencil for memorables. I don't like to do it without stencil. But let's see. Maybe they'll just jump into their places. Yay! It's working. Yay. Yeah, cool. It worked. Nice. Good. Let's clean the chip. Damn, a lot of balls everywhere. All over my workbench. Okay, guys, let me catch up again. Wired ball in VRAM. How do you know it's not effective? But better just replace it. PC user, well, usually, especially with these lower, shall we? Yeah, in this case, I'm afraid it's actually damaged, but a lot of times you can have issues with VGA soldering, especially with these lower chips, like for example this one. If you have any chips here, because of PCB sag, when you place your card in your computer, like heavy heatsink just pulls the board down, it sags, and you may get cracked solder joints under the memory chips, under the lower ones, sometimes under the GPU, under the corner. Well, it's more rare case for other chips, but still it can be the case. Like you may have cracked solder joints under the memory, and yeah. So reball is easy, so why not to try? Sometimes it can be a working chip, but just a bad solder joint. So yeah, I usually try to reball it first. If it won't help, then yeah, of course, we replace the chip. But yeah, if it can be saved, if it can be reused, why not to do it? I love both Tony and Alex, even though a lot of people hate Alex for business stuff. Well, you can't blame actually. You can't blame him. He got a lot of subscribers. His business is actually thriving, so there are things you should respect about him at least. He knows how to earn money from his business. So yeah, you may like or don't like him for some stuff he does, for some approaches, but yeah, the guy knows how to monetize his business. So that's already something to respect. Okay, I just wanted to clean the PCB to be sure that everything is good. It looks, the PCB itself is okay. I don't see any issues, any gray pads, anything, so I'll throw it back preheater. I'll turn it on already. Let's clean the chip. Let's apply the flux, and let's hope for the best. That's a cute stencil. You mean this one? The small one? Yeah, it's a good stencil. I like it. I use it, I don't know, for years and years. It just works. That's cool. from Pakistan. Ali Hemzi. Hey, from Pakistan. Wow, that's pretty far away from me. I'm from Latvia. So glad to have you here with us. Thanks for popping in. That's cool. That's really cool. Hello. So if anyone ever asked you, what do you do? What would you say to them? Well, I'm a software engineer. No one knows actually that I'm a GPU tech by trade. Well, it's a hobby. Of course, it brings some income. And potentially, maybe one day I'll be able to switch entirely to GPU repairs. But for now, just a hobby, some additional income. That's good. Oof, balls are everywhere as usual. I use tweezers to play my balls. Well, actually I do. I use tweezers to play with my balls, yeah. I love shiny balls. Everyone loves shiny balls. Turan. What are you talking about? That's obvious. Well, the chip is pretty clean. I won't even go deeper with brush. Let's just apply the VGA flux. Let's put it back. Hopefully it will work. What's the temperature on the board? Give me a second. I'll double check. 90 degrees. Cool. We're almost there. Microscope. That's unlucky. Chris from GPU Fix still is out of stock for my favorite Flux Plus BGA Flux because I still can't get used to using ERSA. I have a big jar of ERSA, but it seems it's either not the best flux for BGA, or I just should spend more time getting used to it. For now, it's not working as good as I wanted to. Evaporates really quickly and have to either add a lot of it or, I don't know, do some other magic. I have another syringe of Interflux, which is also kind of techy flux for BGA, and it works probably as good as Interflux, as my Flux Plus, almost as good, but it's hard to clean it off if you do some rework. So I still prefer to use Flux Plus for BGA. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Cool. Okay, let's put the chip back on the board. I think that the temperature there is more or less close to what we want to see. Whoa. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Oh, here it is. So, in one, where is the key? Yep, here is the key. Let me check the temperatures. Should be pretty high already. I'll lower. Yep, 150. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Yep, perfectly aligned. Okay, so 320 on my hot air again. Let's put back the shields for the core and for the caps. Some high-tech protection, nanotechnologies. Okay, let's go. Will you be able to see? Yeah, I think you are. I think we are good. We are almost done. I'll just give a little bit of heat, so make sure that the flux is fully activated. Yep, that's it. I'm turning the preheater off. Oops. Cool. That's it. Let's see if it helps. I don't know. I still don't know. We should clean up the mess here. I won't put it away for now because we don't know if the chip is actually good or not. We are just reballing it for now. Maybe we will have to replace it. So yeah, for now I'm leaving it. Well, I'll need some space to put the GPU. Should be okay. Let me finish my coffee and read chat. What size balls do you use on that reball? Yeah, for memory it's always 0.45. Where is it? 0.45. For GPU, for the core, it's usually 0.5. For AMD, at least, I can't remember. For NVIDIA, I think that for the core, it also was 0.45. Yeah, I think that for AMD chips, it was 0.5. For NVIDIA, 0.45. But for all the memory, it's always 0.45, yep. Mike Twitter, hey, what's up? Good to see you. So yeah, we're trying to reball the memory for now. We got errors on C1 memory chip on this board. Maybe just reball. Maybe we will have to replace the chip. But yeah, in case it will be an easy fix. Oof. I have another board. But yeah, let's leave it for later. Let's see if it works, if it helps. I want to see a picture. It was a nice and quick rerun job. Thank you, Mike. I don't know still if it works, because we still have to make sure that it was the BGA issue. It could be potentially the memory chip issue. It's not the usual lower side of the board where you can get issues because of PCB sag. It's one of these upper chips, so might be the case with that the memory chip is dead. Let's see. And yeah, for those who came later, yeah, at the beginning of the stream, we were testing this Relife F22A flux, which is meant for kind of oxidized stuff, for liquids, you know, damage, for stainless steel, battery nickel sheet, and so on. So kind of very active thingy, which works really well, like as well as my acid, which I use for liquid damaged PCBs, like the acid for aluminum. It works really well, kind of the same level as this acid. So yeah, feel free guys, I'll leave a link later in the description. Cool thing for liquid damaged stuff. Really helps. I have a 2070 gigabyte laying around though too, but with that core. Yeah, actually 20 series are often go bad because of USB 2. Like for example, I have two Asus boards here 2070, 2080. Both of them were shorted on USB, like Type-C controller, and the damage is in the core itself, not in the controller. Like one of them, I think that 2070 initially had damage only on the controller, or partial damage to the chip. I think I even had the video on this board, on this specific board, like USB Type-C connector like wasn't working, like the USB Type-C part at all wasn't working, like it has the short probably on this rail in the core itself. So I initially fixed it. It was working for a pretty long time, I think that half a year, and then it just died. So I suppose it's still related to that USB Type-C issue. And the same thing here, like USB Type-C, when you give the voltage to that rail, the core heats up. And yeah, USB Type-C is not a good thing. So these 20 series had a lot of these cases. It's pretty common problem for them. Judy Tester, is this gay? What exactly? What exactly could be gay? Like this stencil, this memory chip which we just put on the board, or what are you talking about? Clarify, elaborate a little bit on that. Okay, let's take the board off the preheater. I believe it's already cold enough. Double check the temperature there. 118, pretty much enough to take it off. Good. Coffee with creamer is kind of gay. Not gonna lie. Well, it depends. I cannot drink pure black coffee because of my stomach. Like it just doesn't likes the black coffee, the pure black coffee. When I'm drinking black coffee, my stomach goes brrr, like. But with milk or with cream, completely fine, no issues at all. So yeah, that's probably the only way I can drink coffee right now. Well, I do sometimes try black coffee, like pure black coffee. But still, yeah. Cool. Let's give it a little bit of time to get to some, I don't know, 60, 50? Yeah, 100 still too much. To try turning it on. Where is my riser? I'll prepare everything. Sorry. But yeah, this thing is really dirty. Oh, what's that? What's that? Do you see it, guys? I don't know what kind of stuff is it. Is it from caps, actually? No, it's probably something was spilled. Let me check the heatsink. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can see a lot of something there. Obviously something was spilled. I really hope it's not an electrolyte from the caps. Oh, top pie in your eye. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of dust, a lot of everything. Some dust here. Yeah, it's not a damage, just some dust. Oh, you know, let me check. Sometimes these spilled stuff may be conductive, cause some problems. What is it? Is it some coffee? Some juice? Some yogurt? It's all over the board, actually. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh, yeah, I definitely should use ultrasonic or cleaning solution after we deal with the memory issue. But damn, what's that? What's even that? It's definitely not a tea or a coffee because it's crystallized, so solidified. I don't know, what is it? Looks like some kind of syrup. Well, let's see. Let's see if it works first, and then we'll deal with everything else. I'm so glad I stopped working on 2000 series this year. Yeah, they have their issues, like that USB thing I mentioned, and actually the size of their crystal dies is huge. I think even for 2060 it was pretty big. So what's the temperature there? Let's see. Well, 2080, 2070 is still more or less worth repairing in terms of value, you know. So yeah, I still take them. But probably at some point we're gonna stop because I don't take 10 series, of course, already. It's not worth it trying to revive them. For some reason, people try to sell 1080 Ti's for some insane amount of money. Here on my local marketplace, I can see them for 150 sometimes. Come on, 1080 Ti, 150. What? I don't know. I don't know. Well, we're on short on GPU memory on GPUs, so maybe people hope that it will work, but still, I don't know. It's insane. Okay, let's put the heatsink. Let's try to run some mods. Maybe we won't even see the errors. Okay. Oof. My fixed rate is much higher. 3,000. Yeah. Actually, 3,000 are generally more predictable, probably, compared to 2000 series. Well, at least you know if you see some older board with Hynix memory or Micron 08, just replace it and it works. Okay, so let's see. Detected, cool. 5, was it? 7, no. I'm using the wrong. I can use this version, but yeah, let's reload to another image. Oops. Mike, do you work on Radeons, on AMD boards? I know a lot of people don't like working with AMD. Well, I still do. Yeah, this one. This is the correct one. Yeah, with AMD, fortunately, series like 6,000 series, a lot of times they just die. The core just dies, and nothing you can do. Just explodes. Some cracks on the core die. So 400 to 1, 70. Okay, let's initialize the core. What? What caps? Come on. No. Paste. So now let's run maths. Let's see if the errors are still there on C1 chip. Hopefully. No AMD. Can't stand them. Yeah. They do some tricks. But yeah, recently I revived that 6900 on the stream. Oof. Really? So, going back to that question in chat about why I do rebuild first and then replacement, probably here's why. Let's get to the BIOS. Let's switch to external graphics. Still, I prefer to connect HDMI when everything is powered off. I already mentioned that I got some cases when you could kill the core because of hot plug. External. Okay, I'm switching the output. Now the external GPU is selected. Let's see. We have a picture. I can't believe. Okay, let's see if Windows won't give us any 43 errors. If the driver installs correctly, if we still will have a picture. But yeah, it seems one more successful fix. USB device not recognized. What? What are you talking about? Come on. What kind of USB device? I don't have anything. Oh, yeah, probably that USB stick, which, yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. I also avoid EVGA. That's interesting. I actually like EVGA boards. Like, I've heard that Tony doesn't. Like, he had some issues or backstory, I don't know, with RMA or something like that. But for me, EVGA makes a pretty good overall design of the board. Well, from my experience, from the boards I had on my deck, on my workbench, that's not that often for me to get EVGA, so that kind of tells me about their reliability, let's say. So yeah, I can't say anything bad about EVGA, and I like their boards. But yeah, I've heard that some people do not like EVGA for some reason. Come on, driver, please install already. Let's wait a little bit. But too many burnt holes in the PCB with EVGA. Oh, interesting. I think that Gigabyte is my most often thing here on my workbench, and including the holes in PCBs. Okay, so 2070 Super, even better. Okay, we have a picture. Let's see what the temperature is. Of course, it won't be good enough, but still, I want to run full mark for a few seconds to make sure that there won't be any crashes or anything. Come on. 2070 Super. Of course, we have one lane because we are using riser. Yeah, the temperature is not perfect. It won't be, of course. But still, let's quickly run the test for a few seconds. Oh, it's not that bad even with this cooler. 50, 60. That's cool. Of course, memory will be much more warm, but yeah, it handles 2070 perfectly fine. Good to see. Okay, so let's assemble this thing back. And as I mentioned, most probably we're gonna use thermal putty. Yeah, it will be a draft, draft version. We should just assemble it, maybe even with these original here thermal pads for now. I want to wash this board in ultrasonic because yeah, it's a hell of a board. Everything is covered with something. I don't know what it is actually. Some syrup, something. So of course I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch the board, but outside of stream, it's not that interesting and exciting process. But yeah, we have a fix. Let's adjust the stats. Stats. Cool. Okay, so let's reassemble the board with the original thermal pads. I'll leave it on stress test just to make sure that everything is good, everything is fine, and later I'll wash it in ultrasonic. And that's it. Gonna be like a new one, like a brand new board. Yeah, definitely needs cleaning. Like you see these these rainbow things around the memory chips. Yeah, they suffered a lot for sure. Cryptocurrency, most probably. I don't know what to do. Probably I'll clean the clean the place first. Otherwise, have any space. Where are my fluxes? Yep. Here it goes. Here it goes. Goes here. Nice. Nice and clean. DGA stuff. Yep. 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 That's good. Yeah, as I mentioned, I won't even replace the pads now. I just put them back for now for stress testing. After that, of course, I'll replace most probably all of them, even including the VRM ones, because yeah, gigabyte pads, it's a shame. They're leaking like crazy. Yes. A lot of silicon everywhere after them. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, yesterday I've updated the description under that Duronaut video if someone is keeping an eye on that. Well, not research, but sometimes I test thermal pastes for a longer period of time on GPUs. Right now I'm testing Duronaut Pro, like the new stuff from Thermal Grizzly. And yeah, it seems not good, not good. After 1 month, the temperatures are already not awful still, but not good at all. MX7 was definitely a better paste comparing to Duronaut Pro. I don't know, Der Bauer looks like he knows his stuff, but still, his pastes are not good enough. I actually consider this, where was it? Where was my, oh yeah, here it is. I actually consider this Cryanaut a better paste comparing to his later stuff like Duronaut, Duronaut Pro and everything. Cryanaut works well, really well. I was using it on these hot boards like 3090 for even longer period of time than these Duronauts, Arctic pastes, and it was working good enough. It lasted longer at least. Okay, so I think we're clean enough to apply some paste for stress testing. And that's it. We will move to the next board. Squish, hey! How are you? Good to see you. Are those ceramic standoffs? You mean I was using for preheater? Now these are Teflon, or how was it called? I mean, from 3D printers for filament something, I don't know, but yeah, probably Teflon. I use solder paste, makes nice pounds. Solder paste. Yeah, after some heating, probably it makes a really good contact. Which will definitely last pretty long. Like for example, they were using solder for CPUs, like starting with Intel, I think 9000, right? They started using solder under the IHS, so it kind of makes some sense in some cases. Okay, oh, backplate. Yeah, this soaking backplate. Everything is covered with silicone oil. Ugh, I love gigabytes. Ooh. Crest is best. Crest? What is Crest? Is it some kind of thermal paste? I use HY510 on 1590s. HY, is it the something from this brand? What we called Halms, yeah, I don't know how to read it. Don't criticize their power. Well, he looks like a cool guy, but yeah, his thermal pastes. Sorry. I think they even came up with some solution for 16-pin high power connector, like some monitoring thingy, which I don't know if it actually worked. Yeah, funny thing. High 510, the cheapest garbage out there. Oh, really? For testing only. Yeah, for quick tests I use some silicone white stuff. I don't know what's the name. I think I got it in my local DIY shop. The thing for solar panels or something like that. Yeah, for quick tests works good enough. For more prolonged stress tests, I use Cryanout, and then I reassemble everything with phase change material because, yeah, even lower tier GPUs, I use phase change right now because that's the most reliable, at least durable thing, which I know. HDMI. And yeah, phase change is pretty cheap right now. Like this Upsiron brand, which I really like, costs like €5 for a sheet. So pretty cheap, but works really well. Like at the same level as Honeywell, 7950, if I'm not mistaken, was the name. Okay, so let's go to Windows. Let's run some stress tests for a longer period of time. And in the meanwhile, we gonna check another board. Hey, Beat. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Dolly. Hey, what's up? Good to see everyone. Okay, so let's run the. Probably I want to run superposition in stressed mode. I'll just leave it. Just leave it be, and that's it. Oh, let me check the temperature. Won't we hit any sky high temperatures? Yeah, everything is assembled well enough. 45, 60. Yeah, the delta right now is somewhere like 14 degrees. Pretty typical delta for 20 series. 14 degrees. Anyway, that's good. Let's run superposition in stress mode. I'll just leave it be for half an hour, typical thing, and that's it. Мастер Бро, привет, 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 привет. Рад видеть. У меня в домашнем 2070 супер стоит. Ну, отлично. Нормальная карта. Надеюсь, что не отвалится USB Type-C у тебя, потому что с ними это, увы, частая болячка, которая убивает чип чаще всего. Okay, so let's let me think. I actually, if you remember, guys, from these previous streams, at some point I had this 3090 board from KFA. I said that I had some artifacts in my gaming PC. After that, I've tried again in my gaming PC. It was clean, no artifacts. I tried a lot. I tried all kinds of everything, like games, tests, all the stuff I tried before. Like I initially had some artifacts even with Notepad, but no, it's clean now. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it was related to some driver stuff, maybe something else, but I cannot reproduce any issues on this board right now. It just works and works well. So yeah, something weird. I don't know. Probably I'll repaste it. Sometimes when you open the board, you bend the PCB a little bit. You may have different stuff with BGA, different magical issues. Sometimes they are visible, sometimes they are not visible. But yeah, maybe I'll just repaste it. I'll give it another shot. I'll use it for a few more days, run all the games, everything. And if nothing wrong with the board, then yeah, I'll just sell it. And that's it. I don't know. For now, it just works. No artifacts, no issues, no anything. Just works. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so another board I have for you guys. Where was it? I think it was here. Don't know what's wrong with it. We have a little bit of time. Yeah. No, add, fix that. I already did, James. Thank you. Before I did it before, right after we've seen the picture. Initially, after we replaced the chip, we got the picture. I've adjusted the stats. So yeah, right now the stats are correct, I believe. But yeah, thank you for reminding. You guys are saving me always. That's cool. Good. So this is AMD. I know you guys, some of you don't like it, but this is a 6700 XT board, 12 gigabyte version. I think they only had 12 gigabyte. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I bought it in my local marketplace. So no history. I just know it's not working. That's it. So as usual, let's take some measurements. Yeah, let's adjust the title. Right now, I remember. So this is MSI, right? Yep, that's an MSI. S. Oh, yeah. 6700 XT. I don't know what's wrong with it. So, been lurking. How it goes? Hey, good to see you. Oops. Okay. I smell Arctic. Okay. Yeah, I always start with cleaning the crystal of thermal paste, because a lot of times I just touch it unintentionally and then everything is covered with thermal paste. So yeah, I just try to clean it first. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wear my gloves back. So that's why. That's what my card looks like. Oh, which one? Hot girls? Which one? You don't taste it like the pros? Not yet, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? At least I know the smell of Arctic pastes. Well, Arctic and Duronaut actually smell the same. I already don't like these pads. They're not sticky, and how good are they at conducting heat? I don't know. I don't like these pads. I've seen them before, and they're iffy. Okay, let's do some typical measurements. I hope you see it now. Yeah, no reflections. Good. What they smell like? I don't know how to describe it. Some sweet smell, but yeah, as soon as when you know, you know. I'll say it like that. But very typical smell for them. Like it's only for Arctic and for Duronaut. I'm not sure I've ever seen other pastes which smell at all or smell similar. Oh, Hotcast 2070. Okay. Okay, so let's see. What do we have on power connectors? Probably I'll just measure on chokes, whatever. Kiloohms. Kiloohms, cool. Not sure it's there. Kiloohms on 12 volts and 3.3 volts, kiloohms. Okay, so no shorts. That's already good news. Let's check other voltage rails. Kiloohms, no shorts. 27 ohms. Is it X or by the resistance looks like a memory, but Stefan's not a memory. That's 12 volts. Okay, what is it? 5 volts probably. Kiloohms. Okay. 0.3 on the probes. 0.1, yep, 0. Okay, that's good. Was it MS validity or a core? I'm not sure which of them are MS validity and which is core. Yep, here's memory. Okay, so no obvious shorts. That's good already. Let's leave it here. We should measure the voltages. What voltages do we have? Let's see. Here goes power supply. Okay, I'm turning it on. 0.4 amps. Not sure about this current draw. Looks iffy. I think it should actually eat more. Oh, voltage. Nothing on the core. Memory. 0.9 on the memory. What? Something is terribly wrong. 0.9 on the memory, which is not okay for sure. Oh, wait, that's memory controller, right? Yeah, 0.9, then it's okay. 0.30, it's okay, but we have nothing. Oh, give me a second. I think it has power saving feature, and not all the phases are actually used without load. Let's see if we have something somewhere. Nothing here, nothing here. Usually few phases. Interesting. No voltage on the core, but we have voltage on the memory. Cool. Okay, what about other voltage rails? 0.75 or 0.78, doesn't matter, but it works. 1.8 is fine, is okay. 5 volts is okay. So we're missing voltage on the core only, but we have the voltage on memory. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, let's find the schematics and board view. Let's try to understand what's gating the voltage on the core. What are the conditions for getting the core voltage? The smell of hard getting is sweet. Yeah. Let me find the board view. This is MSI, right? For MSI, we actually should have everything we need. Usually, it's the case. So Radeon, MSI, what? 389. Don't see schematics. Let me check the dedicated MSI folder. A second, guys. Schemes V 390 98. Cool. Why I don't have the board view and schematics for MSI? Really? That's something new. It's for this specific board. Oh, yeah, I see I have board view, but not schematics. Cool thing, cool stuff. Well, schematics are the same probably as Gigabyte. So, what? Here's the board view. Let's open schematics for Gigabyte probably. MSI. For some reason, I don't see. Okay, let's use Gigabyte. Oh yeah, actually, I've started using this Sumatra PDF reader, and I like it much more than Adobe thing. It's very lightweight, very quick viewer for PDFs without any issues, without any bugs, without any pop-ups. I don't know, whatever Adobe has, it just works. That's cool. I really like this viewer. Okay, so let's see. What gates our the core? Let me see if we have the boot sequence. I can't remember it off my head, but it should be somewhere in schematics, I believe. Right? It was. Well, whatever. We need to find the core PBM controller. Yeah, I don't see a boot sequence. Anyway, VDDCR, yes here, GFX and SOC. Where are they? Page 23, page 22. Here it is. Page 22. Page numbers, please. Okay, I'll use just page titles. Don't see any page titles. Okay, funny thing. What is it? Is this what we're looking for? Yeah, probably U500. That's a PBM controller for the core voltages, I believe. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Do we have enable at all? U50 enable. 21. Let me first check if we have the same controller, because different boards. U500, yep, it seems the same one. Pin 21, yep, enable. Where is it coming from? What's used as the enable signal? Search. Where is it coming from? Okay, what is it? 175. Yeah, I think that we should probably just start checking the enable signal itself if we have anything on pin 21. Let's connect this thing back to the power supply. Let's give it some power. Let's do some measurements. So here is our PWM controller for core voltage. Microscope, cool. Let's see. Focus. Yep, we have focus. Nice. So what's with pin 21? Let me see on the board view where pin 21 is. The lower side. Number 7 from this side. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think it actually was replaced at some point. Yeah, you can clearly see that it was replaced. Like the soldering is not good. This cap and everything around, it was clearly replaced. But the question is, if it has the proper firmware, because these chips you have to flash properly. Let's check if we have enable signal, because I'm not sure I'll be able to find my dongle to work with these ICs. I recently tried to find. I had it definitely, but I recently tried to find it and I failed. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is the enable pin, right? 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, this is pin 7. Let me see if we have something. Oh, no enable. Wait, what? Let me double check. I see that. Damn. As usual, as usual, as usual. Sorry, guys. Again, let's measure it again. Pin 21. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yep, here it is. What's there? 2.7. So enable is high. Enable is high, but still nothing. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me check if I'll be able to find it, because yeah, without the dongle we won't be able to do any debugging. So for these controllers you should use the dongle. Seconds. BS is here. Yep, guys, bad news probably. Okay, then I'll postpone it for now, because I have to find my dongle. Without the dongle, it's not possible to debug. Like with these controllers, they like MPS, these ones, and these IR33. What was the number? 35 to 17. Yep, you have to use the dongle. You connect the clock and data pin. And you can read the information like real time, what phases are active, what's working, what's not. But without a dongle, we won't be able to debug anything. And actually, I have a suspicion that considering that chip was replaced, maybe the person who tried to fix this thing just doesn't know that it should be flashed. Like you have to flash the straps, like the firmware for it. Without the firmware, it won't even probably won't even try to start the phases. So yeah, not good, not good, not good, not good. I'm sure. Yeah, I know. Like I had it the dongle. It was called EC06 or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'll definitely find the dongle for my next stream. But for now, sorry guys, I can't do it without the dongle. So okay, let's maybe repaste this thing just to spend a little bit of time. I have potentially another board, but I understand that most probably 2 hours won't be enough for it, from what I heard about that board. So yeah, let's repaste this one. As I mentioned, I want to run more stress tests because right now it just works in my computer, in my gaming PC. Screwdriver. So yeah, let's repaste. I'll still use the paste because I cannot be sure that it won't have any issues again. I had them before. I'm pretty sure I didn't replace the driver on my gaming PC, so I don't know. That's probably the first time I have that kind of flakiness, kind of non-persistent issue. But this board works well. 60 degrees temperature, good enough. So yeah, after that I'll throw it to ultrasonic. I'll give it a proper cleaning, and that's it. It's done. By the way, the price for 3090 is still pretty insane. It seems that people use them for AI, for models, which require a lot of like big context windows for bigger language models. I was playing around actually for myself with AI models on my 3090. Oh, a few more screws. Yep. So yeah, despite they are kind of less powerful than, for example, 50, I don't know, 70 probably, but they cost even more. I've seen some 900 prices here on my local marketplace for these 3090s. Insanity, just insanity. What is this heatsink? Interesting heatsink. Okay, a few more screws here. But yeah, by the way, I think that that stuff with flashing the PVM controller will be interesting for you. So be sure to jump on the next stream. We will see what we can do. All the screws are gone. What else? Let's apply some force. I'm afraid to break something. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I get it now. It's oof, it's interesting. What vendor was it? KFA2. Damn, KFA2. I never had them. Like 3090. They're tricky. Like there is a screw which is a socket for one screw, and at the same time is a screw for this heatsink. Damn. What a bad idea. Bad engineering decision. Come on. Oh! Oof, yeah. Nice. Backplate is gone. So you see, these are screws actually, which hold this heatsink in place. Oh my gosh. Who came up with that idea? Oh my god. Now. Oof. Yeah, nice. Okay, so it's a pretty small board actually. Comparing to, for example, Gigabyte, I don't know, they're like this. Well, okay, maybe like this. Thermal paste is almost gone. The footprint is actually awful. It's like, do you run out after 3 months or even worse? Oh my gosh. What's on the heatsink, by the way? Yeah, just a little bit of silicone oil instead of thermal paste. Okay. Oh, title. KFA2 1390 paste. So yeah, hopefully after I just bend the board a little bit here and there, it will either show me some artifacts finally, or I just consider it working and just sell it. Let's see. Pretty heavy. So yeah, again, speaking about paste version, the balls, how you imagine using the paste on this size of chip? I don't know, it's probably not either not possible or the results will be too inconsistent. You won't be able to reliably get a proper result with soldering pastes. So yeah, only balls, only balls. Looks clean. I don't think it was worked on. The balls are not shiny, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, of course. The balls are not shiny. Probably it wasn't worked on. BGA is untouched. Yep, it seems to be a... Well, not untouched, it was repasted, obviously. So let's use the crying out, the fresh crying out on it. I'll reassemble. I'll use some stress tests on my gaming setup again, my gaming PC. Maybe I'll play some games just to be sure that everything is good. But yeah. Again, I do not recommend using thermal paste on such powerful chips because they just won't last long. You could see my videos about different thermal pastes. Arctic MX7, Duranout, they are not able to last long enough on GPUs of that level, at least. So phase change material is for now the only thing I know which handles that heat, the power, without degrading, without being pumped out. Okay, let's try to put this thingy back. I don't see any need I'm replacing these pads for now, at least for stress tests. It's still dusty. Oof. Blah. Anyway. Now, these weird screws, oh, I think along with IO shield, was it like this? Yep. These screws, yeah, these are nuts. I think I've seen this kind of solution on some GPU before. Oh no, I remember. I've seen, you know, even worse. Maybe I even have it somewhere. On one board, I've seen a screw from one side. It's just a simple, you know, nut from other side. That's it. So you have to use some kind of, I don't know, pliers or something to hold the nut while working with the screw. Otherwise, you cannot disassemble it. Completely insane. Okay, by the way, just finished the stress test from superposition. Half an hour without any issues. Max temperature is below 61 even. That's good. So I consider this as a full fix. So we've rebuilt the memory chip, and it worked. Cool. That's good. Yeah, I like this kind of easy fixes. Well, I kind of like, but at the same time, it's interesting. Sometimes it's interesting to dive deep in some interesting, you know, issues with VRMs and with everything, finding some tricky shorts or wrong values for resistors. I remember one of my first streams with a very tricky issue where one of resistors just got wrong value. That was interesting for me. These memory issues are straightforward, but still, easy fix. Easy pizza. But why would you waste thermal paste on VRM? What? Thermal paste on VRM? What do you mean? Wait a minute, I'll read the chat again. I have C1 repairs. What's wrong with these tiny screws? Come on. Oof, yep. Using thermal paste for VRAMs. I couldn't believe what I've seen. Well, yeah, sometimes I know, like I've seen for myself a few boards with thermal paste actually on VRAM. Most probably people either just didn't have thermal pads of proper size, proper thickness. Sometimes it's just not possible to get in your, I don't know, location. For example, my local stores, you cannot get any any sizes like 0.75. Like it's only the 0.5, 1 mil, 1.5, and 2 mils. That's it. So if you need some tricky thickness, for example, like gigabyte ones, which are kind of 0.6 and they're pretty soft, you cannot just take some Arctic 0.5 or anything else, just replace them. You will get a real bad connection, connection with the heatsink on the core. So yeah, people just use thermal paste, hoping that it will work as good as some thermal paste. Thermal pads, of course. Of course, it won't, but yeah, I've seen these cases, and it's a mess. I don't like them even when people use liquid thermal pastes, thermal pads like Layered, if you know. pretty famous thing, liquid thermal pads. I don't know how to call them. I'm pretty sure James knows what I'm talking about, JFix, because I've seen a lot of people using them in laptops, for example. But even then, it's a mess to clean from GPUs, because they go underneath the memory, underneath the chips. Anyway, it's you have to reball the entire thing to be sure that nothing is wrong there. But yeah, some people, if they are not able to get the pads of proper thickness, they use paste, hoping that it will work. I'm not even sure that thermal paste will work on that kind of, thickness, that gap. 0.5 mils with thermal paste, come on. It won't be even that effective. Dust. I could have used air compressor to remove all of the dust, but yeah, anyway. I just want to reassemble. I just want to run some stress tests. I'll quickly run some stress tests now here on my test bench to make sure that it works. Then I'll drop it to my gaming PC and use for a few days probably, playing some games, scrap mechanic maybe, which I mentioned already with my friends. And yeah, if I won't see any issues, then I consider it working and I'll sell it. I like to put thermal paste on my USB ports. Yay! Thermal paste on the USB ports. That's a proper usage of thermal paste. Scrap mechanic on a new GPU. Yep, why not? Again, I hate when they use a lot of different sizes and shapes for screws. I can't remember which was where. I think the long ones were here, right? That's why I don't like laptops, because, damn, you should get, I've seen even one of my colleagues here in Latvia, which I visit from time to time. He specializes on laptops, and he even, in some cases, prints a photo of the board on a big sheet of paper to just put the screws in specific places where they are belonging to, just to understand how to assemble it back, because otherwise, damn. What is this screw where was? Where is it from? Probably from here, right? Yep, it seems. Like you see? Damn, let me show you again. They are of different length, different size. 1, 2, 3. Of course, the core itself. Few more tricky kinda nut screws, I don't know. So why? Just use one size everywhere, like Asus does, like these black Asus screws. I mean, they use them for generations, again and again, the same screws. You can 3D. What is this screw? Where is it from? Oh, they're different thickness, not only length, but even thickness. Come on, KFA. Oh my gosh. I think they're from the IO shield. These thicker screws, right? Let me try. Yep, they're from IO shield. Okay, I can even understand PlayStation 5. Like you just have a lot of screws. Like have how much? 30 screws for the entire sandwich with PCB. But they are the same at least, almost everywhere. Yeah, I think I got it right now. Oof. Yeah. You can probably take ASUS screws from a GPU and use them. Like, yeah. And laptop, probably they use these same screws like again and again. Let me show you. I mean, yep, here it is. Typical ASUS screws. Like all the GPUs for all the generations. This is a screw. And that's it. Simple. Okay. Let's put the board to our test bench. So yeah, this one, I'll wash it in IPA. Not APA, but in cleaning solution, in ultrasonic. Then I'll rinse it in IPA to get rid of any cleaning solution, and it's done. It's done. It's fixed. Come on. I also don't like when they do these reversed connectors. I'll show you in a moment. This is the typical connector when you have this key on the back side of the board. In some cases, for example, this KFA, it has a reversed connector. Like these keys are on the front side. That's a mess. Okay, let's power it on. Let's run some stress tests. And do we even get a picture? Ooh, we have a picture. Cool. Okay, I'll put it away for now. I'll wash it later outside of the stream. For now, let's run Windows. Let's see if everything is okay. After we reassemble the board, after we bend it a little bit, maybe we'll see some issues. Sometimes it's the case. Even I know a lot of cases when people just want to repaste the board, their GPU, they disassemble, repaste it, assemble it back, and it's not working. Why? Well, because when you open the board, when you assemble it back, like you bend it a little bit, somewhere where the BGA solder joints were kind of already not okay, almost cracked. Oh, yeah, that's from 6700 from this board. Okay, I thought I forgot to put this heatsink somewhere. And yeah, you get the solder ball crack finally, and that's it. That's it. Your GPU is not working anymore. You have to reball it. So yeah, repasting might be tricky sometimes. And that's a pretty common situation, by the way. I've heard a lot of this stuff. Okay, let's see. Driver. Let me turn off the light or preheater like this. Oof, a lot of light. Late fork. Hey, what's up? Most people truly don't know how to open the card. Yeah, actually, I mean, even handling the board properly, like without too much of applying too much force. Because sometimes, for example, even especially when you have some, for example, 6000 generation AMD cards, when they started using the phase change material, because phase change material is, yeah, it's pretty tricky. It It's like a glue. No, not like a glue, but yeah, it holds very, very hard. And sometimes you may bend the board too much while trying to separate the board from the heatsink. You can actually damage it. That's a very dangerous situation. Okay, so oops. Let's run GPU zaps. Let's run full mark probably. Let's see the temperature. I expect the temperatures to be good enough because we didn't replace the pads. The pads are the same, so the thickness is correct. Let's run the full mark. Yep, the temperature is good enough. 11, 12 degrees delta. Pretty much okay for 3090. Yep, 11 and a half maybe. If I open by the PCB with every ounce of strength. Yeah. And of course, knocked off components, like it's a typical stuff when people try to replace their GPUs, like they knock off some capacitors, some resistors, even some logic gates, you know. Easy. The clamping pressure that make sure PDM generates. Yeah. It's like a glue. I usually use the hot air to preheat the board when I know that PTM can be used there. Like, especially with some unknown boards, high-level boards, like all the AMD 6000, like 6800 plus, I try to use hot air to just preheat the area where the core is, if it's accessible, because sometimes you have a backplate and you just do not have enough space to get to the chip. But if you do, then yeah, I try to preheat the area to make the phase change material softer and easier to separate. And it actually helps, yeah. Yeah, the temperature is pretty much okay for this board. 62, 74, 12 degrees delta. Not perfect. I still think that that my Zotac 3090 with Duranob Pro after a month is somewhere near on full mark right now. So yeah, but I don't know how good TFA cooling systems are. Yeah, a little bit high, let's say, the temperature. It could have been a little bit lower. But yeah, it works, and I hope no issues with the board. I'll use it in my gaming PC to make sure that no artifacts, which I've seen before, like no issues, not everything is good. Yeah, if it is the case, I'll just resell it. Okay. As I mentioned, I have another board from my client, but the state is unknown, considering that 1.5 for a stream. I try to stream up to 4 hours. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to deal within 1.5, so I'll probably leave it for the next stream. For this stream, we can actually, you know what? I remembered. We can actually, where was it? 3080 from previous streams, if you remember, guys. We were trying to deal with tricky phases. Here it is. We can continue with the board. We have a little bit of time just probably for this thingy. Let me remind you, this is a 3080 from Gigabyte from, I think, AliExpress or another Chinese marketplace or something like that. The person got it from China. Yeah, it was fully soldered, like everything was soldered. We have leaded solder under the core, under all the memory chips. Additionally, 2 chips are simply unused because the core is 10 gigabyte version, while we have 12 memory chips. So this memory channel, which was A, B, C, D memory channel, yeah, you can see it here on the marking, is unused, but the chips are there. So the condition of this board is funny, like it has properly calibrated fuses. Yep, here's one. Oh, what? Sec, what's wrong? Microscope, is work? Work? Work, please. Hey, what? What's wrong? Microscope. What's wrong? Wait a minute, guys. What's wrong with my microscope camera? Just died? Oh. Yee, it's working. Okay, so yeah, as you can remember, properly calibrated fuse here on this side. Another one on this side. Also repaired crack. Still, you see some traces here, goes here, like no cap here. So yeah, funny board. It had issues under load, and we decided to replace all the MOSFETs because, yeah, from my experience, boards in this condition, like it's better to replace all the MOSFETs just to be sure that you won't get the same kind of issue, I don't know, after a week. You won't end up with replacing one by one, like, because they just die. So yeah, after replacing all the MOSFETs, two MOSFETs seems to be not okay. Maybe, well, yeah, they're also from China. Maybe they are initially kind of damaged. I don't know, but still, two phases are kind of with the wrong PWM signal. I wanted to replace them again, make sure that everything is good. If the board is working after we replace these two MOSFETs, then I'll probably later replace all the caps because, yeah, board in this condition, I don't know how many times it was heated up to replace everything. Like, the amount of flux is just insane. Like, the condition of this board is funny. If it works after we replaced these two MOSFETs, then again, I'll wash it in cleaning solution because it's just a mess. Just a full mess. Oh my gosh. Of course, I'll put proper fuses, properly calibrated. Well, this crack, nothing we can do about it. I hope it was repaired good enough, but yeah, what can we do? So yeah, let's replace these two DR MOS. Let's see if the board works after that, and we'll move from there. What do we need? Yeah, I have a few more of these DR MOS. These are pretty high current ones, 60 amps if I'm not mistaken. BL, and O, alpha omega. Let's drop the board to the preheater. Let's replace these two MOSFETs and see. Let's see if it works. Music. Music again. What's wrong? Background music. Okay, good. I'll prepare the MOSFETs for now. Anyway, I'll start preheating the board. Good. I still prefer to work with MOSFETs on the preheater because I had a lot of experience where your caps not survive when you just use your hot air without any preheating. Either caps or your board just goes popcorn, so not cool. Not cool. I hope these are the proper MOSFETs. I think these are the old ones from this board. I still have them here. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see if these are the proper ones. Let's prepare them. Let's steam them. Let's steam all the pads. BQO. Let me double check. No, that's not the correct one. That's the PBN, right? Okay, I'll check on the board itself. Yeah, BQO. That's right. That's the correct name. Let's steam these two guys. Focus. Thank you. Oh, more light. Cool. I'll use a horseshoe tip for tinning the pads. That's something I usually use for that kind of job. (300°) on my soldering iron, because sometimes they might get damaged by high temperature. I've seen these cases. Good enough. Let's do it. I want to have a closer look. Do we have enough solder? Yep, we do. Oof, too much. Too much. Please go away. Yeah, that's better. I think here just enough solder. Okay, this is ready. This one is not. I need more solder. I'll go from here. I'll still a little bit for this pad. Yeah. Cool. So these two are prepared. Let's wait a little bit for the PCB to heat up. Where are my sponges? Okay, so we're ready with these two. They're prepared. What about the board? Let's see. I'll bring up the light. What is the better angle? No, you won't see it from this angle. Oof, we're running out of battery. Yeah, this camera still runs on a battery. Like this. Yeah, you can see this one. This marked one. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Let me quickly replace the battery in this camera because it's still running from the battery, not from external power. It's just a test setup. I was trying to find better angle, and I'll probably replace the camera itself because you can see some overlays, typical camera overlays. Yay, full battery. Cool. So let's cover the caps. Damn, less lighting with these caps. Well, but we cannot do that without covering them. Oh, it's better. Cool. Yep, good enough. These caps as well. Okay. So what's the temperature on the board? 90 degrees. I'll probably wait till 100, 110. Then I'll use hot air 375 to quickly remove the MOSFETs, 2 of them. I'll drop replacement ones. Let's prepare BG flux. Do this kind of job. Here is the flux. Tweezers. I won't even prepare the PCB itself because it already has leaded solder under these MOSFETs because we replaced all of them. Right now we only want to replace 2. Should I use a smaller nozzle? What do you think? No, I think this nozzle is good enough. Okay, so let me check the temperature again. Yeah, 100 degrees. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Let's try. 375. Full flow. I'll try to be real gentle because I don't want to knock any adjustment components. That's a common problem. You try to remove some MOSFET and unintentionally knock some components. No, we're still not there. Yep, one is gone. Let me move the board so you can focus. And the glove. It's pretty hot. So we need this one with a white dot. Yep, cool. Again, tweezers, hot air. Yep, it's gone. Good. Now let me add flux. I'll put new ones. Like this. I'll still use 375, but with a 40% flow, I think. Otherwise, it will just fly away. So, yeah, 40% flow. Let's go. First one. Now it's melting. Oof, damn it, hot. Okay. And another one. I'll double check the flux. Let me move the board so you could see. Nice. Good. Yep. That's it. That's it. I'm turning the preheater off. EMC, you and I already in Discord. You got resources, build some stuff. Yep, that's cool. Like, anyway, for now, I'm still streaming, so let's see. So this 3090, yep, still on 4 mark. The temperatures are pretty much okay, by the way, still 80 degrees after 20 minutes. That's good. That's good. We can actually, you know what? Let's run OCCT video memory test. Just to be sure. Let's leave it for, I don't know, some half an hour maybe, while we work on that 3080. OCCT, please, where are you? Here you are. What was the current power consumption, by the way? Under load. Power draw 335 watts. Not bad, not bad. Okay, VRAM, let it be 80%. Let's leave it. I expect to see the green results without any errors, without any issues, but still, let's leave it. Let it work, let it do its thing. Okay. Now, about this board. What's temperature? Should be pretty high still. Oh, 100 degrees. No, it's pretty much okay. Let's take it off the preheater, I think. I'll turn off the lights. Now we should actually do some stuff with soldering iron, because most probably some solder was squeezed out. Microscope, let's see. Let's start with this one. Is it aligned? Which was it, by the way? I cannot remember which was it. Which one we've just replaced. I think it was this one. Damn. Should I rewind the stream? I cannot remember. Nano Service, hey, what's up? What camera do you use to capture the table? Which one do you mean? You mean the overhead one? This camera? This is Sony ZV E10, the famous popular blogger camera. Yeah, Sony ZV E10, I think, yeah. With modified cooling. A little bit improved to not overheat, because usually it overheats when you shoot for a long time, especially 4K. So yeah, I think I have a video on my channel where I've explained what exactly I did. I used thermal putty to make the cooling better. Yeah, I think it was this one and this one, right? Yep. Let's use soldering iron to touch the sides. Let me see from other angles if the solder is good. Soldering quality, you know. Yeah, we should definitely touch with soldering iron there, because these connections, I don't really like them. Okay, let's add some flux. Soldering iron on 490 in this case, because GPUs high thermal mass, you should use high temperature, especially when you work these kind of places. Let me grab some solder. Should be enough. Should be, but probably not enough. Let me clean the area. I cannot see anything. Damn. What's wrong? Flux. B logger. Yeah. Settings. Why? Okay. Let me quickly clean the area. I want to see more. Maybe I'll have to use the hot mat, because it cools down pretty quickly, and with that kind of thermal mass, you will have hard times trying to solder these places, tricky places. Oh yeah, now we're stable, cool. Let me grab more solder, just to be sure. Should be enough, hopefully. Yeah, it seems the board is pretty cold now. I cannot heat it good enough, even with the GBC cartridge on 390. You see? Okay, let's use our hot mat to preheat the board, because yeah, it cools down really quickly. Damn. That's why GPUs are tricky sometimes. Hot mat. I'd like to get a camera too, so I can film my repair projects. Just don't know which one would be good for a beginner. My advice is not focusing too much on the camera, especially getting some, cool stuff like these blogger cameras, 4K and everything. My advice is to start with something. I know that a lot of people use OBS bot cameras for overhead ones. For example, take a look at JFX channel. The quality of his overhead camera is pretty cool. I really like how it looks. And yeah, that's a OBS bot camera. Pretty decent camera, actually. So yeah. because this one specifically has a pretty good lens installed on it. With stock lens, image quality is worse, up to my taste. But this lens, damn, is too much. It's too expensive. I got a broken lens which I repaired, so that's why the price is manageable for me. But the price of this lens, which is currently installed, is 1,300 euros, like 1,300 euros. But I got it for 100. It was broken. I repaired it, and I use it. But yeah, with stock lens, it probably wouldn't be that good. GPU key. Are you sometimes on Mafia's cloud? Yep, sometimes. Sometimes. No, not Mafia's cloud. I think that Scooby Soft is the name, because Mafia doesn't has his own cloud anymore. I tried send me a week to get on his cloud, need some T-server images that is new as possible, but I don't think worked for me. I don't know why. You mean Scooby Soft, right? GPU Geeky. Let me double check, because I think a few days ago I checked his cloud. Well, not his. It was working for me. Give me a second. Yep, it works. It still works. Scooby Soft. Okay, so let's see. Let's wait a little bit for the hot mat to heat up. Right now it's 75 degrees. I want to see 130 on the hot mat. And then we could touch the pins, touch the pads. I think I'll bump the temperature on my soldering iron even higher, like 400 degrees, because yeah, the VRM area is really thermal capacitive. You have to apply a lot of heat. A lot of heat. $94 on a hot mat, probably half a minute, and we'll be there. Maybe for now I'll touch other sides where there is less thermal mass, because this area here, ouch, this area here connects to the choke itself. So yeah, thermal mass here is pretty huge. I should start maybe with this side. Yeah, should clean it. Some flux left over. Oh my gosh. I'll just scrape them off. Oof. BGA flux. I'm not sure I'll be able to get there because of this capacitor, but still, I'll do my best. Okay, so the hot mat is basically there. This side was okay, I think. Let's start with this side. Am I touching? Yeah, I think I do. Down. Oh yeah, it's working. Cool. I see some good blobs there. Nice and shiny. Okay. Now let's get to this side. More solder. Damn. You know what? Let me help with. Well, maybe I don't even need to help with hot air. I wanted to use hot air just to help a little bit, but I see that everything looks good. Mm-hmm. Yep, perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me touch the other side again. I hope I'll manage to get there. Okay, his cloud is dead. Yeah, his cloud is dead for a long time. I think more than a year already. So right now, people use Scooby. Ouch! What was that? Oh, I thought I touched the resistor. Yeah, some leftovers from flux. I should clean it after. This resistor is a thing. I cannot get reliably to these pads. Let me clean again. I'll try another angle. I don't like it for now. Yeah, this side is perfect. Cool. This side is cool. Is good. Let me rotate the board. How should I rotate it? Like this, probably. Yeah, much better. Okay. Let's add some flux again. Let's touch these pads here. These are the same, but still, I would like to have a good and shiny solder blobs there, just to be sure that everything is good. Both sides, some solder. Even if I touch the resistor, not a big deal. I'm still not sure. Oh, yeah, I'm touching them. Cool, that's good. I still want to help a little bit with hot air because damn, it's a mess. Thermal mass is just huge. Oof, yeah, much better. Much better. A little bit of garbage. It's okay. Okay, let's touch the other one. Oh, I want to touch this side as well. Here. Again, some hot air just to help. I really hope I won't touch the cap. Yeah, much better. Cool. Good stuff. Yep, perfect. This one is ready. This one's done. Let's check the other one. Let's clean the BGA flux and then reapply some fresh flux. Yep, nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit misaligned, but that's okay. That's fine. Perfect. Perfect. I think we're good. Yep, the last one is okay. Now I wanted to rotate the board again. to have a better access to this side. Cool. More flux and some hot air again. Yep, I think we're good. Okay. Interesting. I was a month ago, the last time on his cloud. Maybe he turns the cloud on from time to time. I don't know. If it's his kind of personal, for example, cloud at home, maybe sometimes it works. But yeah, for me, it wasn't. For the last year, I think, or even more, I was using the Scubisoft cloud. It's basically the same cloud as Mafia had. Oops, I dropped the sponge. So yeah, some final cleanup, and I want to test it with oscilloscope. Let's this thing cool down a bit. It's still too hot. That's it. Cool. What's the temperature? 86. Yeah, let's give it a few more minutes to cool down. I want to see at least 50, 60, and then it's safe to plug it to bench power supply. I want to check these two phases if the PWM signal is okay there. If it is, then we could plug it to the test bench, right? Nice. Yeah, pretty hot. Should I use the turbo fan to cool it down? I'm not sure if my noise cancellation will manage that, but still. Ooh. I hope it wasn't too bad, guys, for your ears. Yeah, I think that the temperature is pretty good. Yeah, 50 degrees, cool. I'm happy with that. Let's use bench power supply. Oof, some solder there. What? No, no. Okay. Okay. Power supply. Let's give it some 12 volts. Okay, let's check the phases. These two phases, I want to see a good PWM shape there. You can see it, right? I'll raise the current limit to 3 amps. It's hitting the limit, 3 amp, really. I was logging something. Let's adjust the oscilloscope. Oh, the phase looks pretty good, by the way. What was the other one? This or this? I think this one. But yeah, both of them looks clean. Before it was a garbage on this phase, and I think this phase wasn't working at all. Both of them right now are working. Let me raise the current limit just a little bit again. Okay, let's check the phase again. Yep, perfect. Perfect shape. Perfect shape here. Perfect shape here. Perfect shape here. Okay, so all of these phases are working. Good. Then potentially we could plug this thing to the test bench and see if it works now. But before it was crashing under load. Before we replaced all the MOSFETs. So obviously it received some thermal overt signal from one of these MOSFETs. Because of that, it was shutting down. After we replaced all the MOSFETs, it shouldn't be the case, probably. Yep, here is my laser. We still have this 3090 board connected. Let's see. No errors, right? OCCT is running for almost half an hour. No errors detected. So that's what I wanted to see. Okay, anyway, let's shut it down. As I said, I'm gonna use it on my gaming PC. I'll keep an eye. If I won't get any errors for a few days, then I consider it fixed. Maybe something was wrong with my I don't know, drivers, whatever, with my PCI Express slot on my motherboard, something else. I'm not sure, but it seems to work. Cool, that's good. Oof.
Welcome to the best static and Zen static and channel.
Welcome to the best static and then static channel. Thank you for your support, Sanj. Thank you for the tip. Cool. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, so I hope we got a fix with the 3080. It was waiting for a long time because I got a lot of other work for my streams, client boards, which have higher priority compared to my own boards. So finally we managed to get to this one. Oh, we should... No, I think we should get a picture, right? So I won't even switch the BIOS. I need my testing thermal paste. Yep, the silicon sheet one. Here it goes. That seems too much. It's too much. Should be enough, right? Yeah, it will be squeezed. Will be spread by the cooler itself. Cool. Let's plug it in. Let's plug the HDMI. I'm pretty sure we should get a picture now. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Will it work? Will it work? Because I don't really know. I see that it has all the voltages, but I don't know if it will work. It should. It should. It should. Oh, wait. No. So, oh, man. Of course. As usual, I usually forget something. Let's try again. Okay, I see the indicator on HDMI switch. Let's see if we have a picture. Ooh, we have a picture! Nice. But the main question is, will it crash under load? As we've seen before. Like, it was crashing as soon as we give it some load, some full mark, whatever. I'll quickly run the full mark for a few seconds, because with this heatsink I'm not sure it will be able to handle it. So I'll quickly run the full mark to see if it crashes instantly, or I should unplug the USB stick. It keeps giving me errors, USB errors. Now it shouldn't. Oof, cool. Let's wait for the driver to install. ET console mode. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Yep. Yeah, for some reason this USB stick is not working well. Sometimes it detects it, sometimes it doesn't. SanDisk. It's an old one. I should replace it already. Okay, driver, please. Come on. It should work. Yeah, it kind of works. But yeah, before we had issues under load. Let's check. If we won't have any issues under load now, which I really hope for, then cool. Then it's almost done. I should clean it properly with ultrasonic, with cleaning solution. I probably want to replace all the electrolytic caps, because as you could see, the condition of this board is very, very iffy. So I would like to replace all the electrolytic caps. I'm not sure about them, actually. And yeah, of course, you're gonna use proper fuses instead of these solder blobs. Oof, we have a picture! Cool. So, now, what we want to know is, will it crash under load? Or will it work? Or will it crash? Or will it work? I don't know. Yeah, temperature, of course, is kind of high. 3080 with this kind of cooler. Okay, let's try. Let's try full mark. Ooh. Ooh. It works. I won't torture it anymore, but it seems we finally got our fix, guys. It was able to work for a second, but yeah, as I mentioned, with this cooler, of course, I won't run full mark for a long time. But damn, oh my gosh, finally! I think it was laying around and waiting for its turn for more than a few months already, because all the time I got something from clients which had priority at that moment when I got my streams. But damn, it seems we finally managed to get it working. Oh god. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So probably I won't even try reassembling it now. Let me show you all the... Well, actually all the pads are crap. Of course, should be replaced. Some cheer stuff here. Yeah, all the crap, of course, will be replaced. I'm gonna replace everything. On the back plate, we also lack some thermal pads. There should be pads, I think, under all the memory. Oh, by the way, we could also remove these two chips, because, as I mentioned before, they are just unused. It's a 10 gigabyte chip, but all 12 chips are here, These two are just not used. So we should remove them. Because why waste memory chips when they are not actually used? So yeah, I'm gonna put new pads here. I'm not sure I have these 3mm probably soft gigabyte pads, but I'll come up with something. Maybe I'll sandwich more pads together. That's not very critical in that area on the backplate. Just additional, you know, heat spreader. But other than that, yeah, let me quickly just, I mean, I love this board because of its condition. Let me remind. Board from AliExpress or something, right? Everything is covered with flux. Everything was soldered. All the memory chips, the core, everything was soldered. We have a fuse here. You can see that fuse. Nice little fuse. Yeah, flux is everywhere. So BIOS chip was soldered, of course. The crack here was repaired. I really hope that it was repaired properly. Because, well, yeah. PVM controllers, by the way. Yeah, this one, I think I replaced it. This one wasn't soldered. That's good. Initially, this one was broken. I replaced the PVM controller. But yeah, everything else. Another fuse here. So yeah, some proper cleaning, cleaning solution. I think I'm gonna show you the board after cleaning on the next stream. I think it will be a day and night difference because damn, all these leftovers is. I'll probably I gonna take off a few caps on each of these like rows. Few caps from here, for caps from here, for caps from here. I'll measure them. I want to know if they are okay. I'm almost sure that they are iffy. Up to my taste, I would like to replace them because considering the condition of the board, how many times it was heated up, most probably they're half alive, half dead. But other than that, it seems we got a fix, guys. Finally, damn. It was waiting for a really long time. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I'll clean the board on the next stream. I'm gonna show you the result. Should be like a brand new, hopefully. Oof, that's interesting. That's cool. That's cool. I'm really glad that I finally managed to get it working. Okay, so as I mentioned, most probably I'll make a giveaway for this board because considering the condition, considering the repaired crack, I don't want to sell it because, you know, I don't like selling something that I'm not 100% sure of. But giving it away is a pretty good option. I'm pretty sure that some of you like to get this thing. I'm pretty sure it will work for, I don't know, for potentially a long time after we did a lot of repairs here, but still, it's pretty decent card. It will work, and yeah, most probably I'll have a giveaway on my Discord. And that's it for today, guys. I think that's half an hour. We won't be able to do any meaningful repairs within half an hour, so time to wrap it up. And I'm really glad that we we have one fix today. Oh, by the way, let me we can say that this one is fixed. The stats on the right bottom side of the screen, it shows in progress 1. It's specifically this board, this board was in progress. It was waiting for a long time again. But finally, I can consider it fixed. Like, of course, I'll update on my next stream, but for now, I think it's fair to update the stats. 0.21. Cool. Good. So anyway, I'll update on my next stream if it's fully working after cleaning in solution, in IPA, after placing all the fuses, all the necessary stuff, which is missing. I probably, yeah, one cap is missing somewhere here, near the crack. Is it even straight? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so yeah, potentially a giveaway GPU. And thank you guys. Thanks for being here, for cheering up, and all your comments or your comms. GPU Kiki, Psyhenge, BMC, Hotgo, Rodang Professor, Squish. Thank you, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the lurkers. And yeah, see you next Wednesday, it seems. Thanks again, and have a good day, have a good night. Bye bye.